Carmen.
There's our stragglers.
Sorry we're late. We had to go to Jerry's mom's house and get caught up in all the latest gossip and all that stuff.
It's okay. Drew's not here yet either. Stuck in traffic.
Oh.
Come on in. Great. I'm so glad you're here.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Sorry we're late.
So how's the car running?
Yeah, no complaints, except for the payments.
I can't help you there, my friend.
Yeah, you ever spend that fat commission check?
Hey, business is business, pleasure's pleasure. How about give me one of those beers?
There's wine if you'd like.
Oh, I'm not feeling that sophisticated. Brewski's for me.
Hops and barley for the Bohemians. Anyone else?
That Chardonnay looks interesting.
Good choice. I'll put the beer in the fridge.
Wine is divine, but beer is the bomb.
That's my tea.
What?
It's exactly as you said. You're on it.
I know what's going on.
Not my wife.
Well, I think we can all get started now.
Oh, what about Drew?
Oh, he called ahead. He said to start without him. So, who wants to start? I will.
In the essence of time and the presence of space, we gather this night for the eternal grace of forging a union bound by communion, to rhyme with reason and reason with rhyme, in the greedy pursuit of the publishing loot. I now commence the umpteenth meeting of the Denville chapter of the Deadbeat Poets Society.
I don't know why that is still so damn funny after 2 years.
How you doing?
They said an hour when I called.
Yeah, but you're one of our best customers. Even if somebody else has to wait, you know? You're my first stop. Let's see, vegetarian special and a combo deluxe? Is that right?
Yeah.
1748. Same as last week. Nice.
Thanks.
Ooh, the pizza's here. Groovy, baby. Yeah.
Help yourselves. I want veggie.
Hand me your plate.
So, how's the film biz? They're supposed to be scouting a Jackie Chan movie, but like always, they'll probably shoot in Canada.
Canada? What's up with that?
Oh, politics, economics, same old shit.
Yeah, Rob did a story at the Chronicle on that a few months ago. Canada's offering big tax breaks. You can film up there for 20 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, well, it sucks. I haven't booked anything since that car commercial last fall.
Fiddly-dee. It's the actor's life for me. You should try selling cars, babe.
No, thanks. I prefer to whore myself out.
I'd rather run the ring toss at the carnival than sell cars for a living. Besides, being a soccer mom is good enough for me.
Look, so Jerry does all right then? Teaching gym?
Yeah, he pulls in some spare change fixing the neighbors' cars.
Why don't we get started with the meeting?
Well, I don't have anything new, so I'll concede.
Me either. I've been stuck doing my quarterly taxes for the coffee shop.
Well, I've got something if nobody else wants to go first.
No problem. Mine can wait.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's called Old Bones. Amongst the Hey, here we go again. Amongst the purple shadows in the caverns of the dead, the wall of bones bear witness to all whose blood was shed. Throughout the days when battles raged and many lives were lost, defending what they thought was right, regardless of the cost. In memorial, their families brought the corpses to the caves. Not enough remaining men to dig the many graves. 'Tis not the burial these valiant warriors deserved, wherein the musty atmosphere their bodies are preserved for time eternal. Faces masked in fatal horror, reminder to the modern world, no man is immortal.
Oh, that was dark and stormy.
Oh, fuck you.
Ooh, maybe later. Oh, fart. I am so sick and tired of the urban sprawl in this city. Can you take this before it turns to mush? Ice cream? Cherry chocolate fudge.
Well, I thought it was cool, Steve. Was there a specific war you were referring to?
No, not really. All of them, I guess. The history of war in general. Got the idea from a documentary on Mexico. They showed this cave full of skeletons all stacked up, skulls and bones everywhere. But I don't remember why they put them there.
It's dark, but it makes a nice statement.
Thanks. From you? That means a lot.
I always knew you had a morbid streak in you.
Yeah, well, I grew up watching The Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. I need to drink my bladder.
Thanks for the heads up.
No problem.
Ready for mine?
That's what we're here for. Fire away.
All right. It's called Tapestry. It's pretty weird, even for me.
No censorship.
No, I'm not being critical. It's just surreal.
We've come to expect nothing less from you.
Nice to know I haven't lost my touch.
So you're gonna read it or what?
Right. Free to fly, free to live. On earth they roam, none to give. Her place, she makes the way her own. In twilight's never wavering grace. A thought, a dream, woven in haste. The moth descending toward the light, tumbling and jumbling through the night, becomes the tapestry's guest. And butterflies form the gilt edges along the peripheral hemisphere of thought to chase and challenge their dreams. Enchanting dance of delight, traveling through the reality's realm, into the tapestry to become the thread that binds the universe as one. A kaleidoscope of planets and suns glimmer in her eyes as vibrations touch her soul, and stars wheel through her endless night, forgiving all her faults and fears, as she bursts onto her tapestry. Free to fly, free to live. On earth they roam, souls to give. The butterfly, the moth, the tapestry's guest, universally joined in threads of golden light.
That was fucking out there.
Wow.
What was that all about?
That is for you to decide.
The universe, the soul, everything. I think that that's the best thing you've ever written.
Well, that was great, Paul. Real visual and deep. But what's with the moth thing?
And the butterflies. It's whatever it means to each person. That's how I like to write.
Well, it was a head trip. Were you stoned when you wrote it?
What do you think? That reminds me. A little something I've been saving for a rainy day.
It isn't raining.
But it might if I smoke this. Anybody care to join me? I'm there, bud.
Right on.
I let you smoke it in here, but my mom's coming over tomorrow, and she has a nose like a bloodhound. Use the back patio.
Let's go.
We'll be right back.
These kids today.
Come on, you trying to tell me you never smoked pot?
Actually, no.
Even in college.
No.
Wow, that's cool. I gave it up when I decided to have kids.
It just didn't interest me. I was one of those rare individuals who was in school to get an education. But I did learn to drink.
Me too.
We'll show them who can party.
You're damn straight.
Oh, hey. I almost forgot to tell you. I finished my new novel.
Ah, you forgot.
How could you forget to tell us something like that?
Sight out of mind, I guess. I sent it off to Lexington Press on Wednesday. Yeah, my agent should have it in his hot little hands by now.
God, that is so exciting. That's the rock and roll thing, right?
Yeah. Surrender to the rhythm. It should be in the stores before Memorial Day.
That's totally awesome, girl.
Thanks.
We should celebrate. To the rhythm.
I'm not gonna be able to drive home.
You're not driving anywhere tonight. You can both stay here tonight.
Thanks. I think I will.
I don't have a problem with that if you have enough room.
Are you kidding? Look at this place. I got like 3 extra bedrooms.
Then we can get as fucked up as we want.
That's what lives without a girlfriend.
Poor baby, poor.
To be perfectly honest with you, I can use the company.
Perfucky? Huh? You said perfucky. I didn't know.
Yes, you did. You said perfect.
Perfectly?
Yes! Perfucky!
You guys keep it down in there? Are you guys ready to come in?
I'm toasted now.
I am flying without a license. What are you guys smoking?
We're not gonna tell you.
Well, I guess I'll read my poem.
You have a poem, Drew?
Mine needs no preface. Ellery. Beauty defined by measures. Behind his eyes lie treasures. Icy clarity in gray irises. Rarely am I granted such wishes. Serenity and fire in his gaze. In my heart, desires braze. My air not to dare to speak first. Speaks first he, fueling my thirst. Thirsty is my lusting soul. Must I submit, forfeit control? Aroused and intrigued, I await, chancing he foretell my fate. I am gradually intoxicated, my hopes to be indoctrinated, sated for now in such fantasies, seized in dreams of realities. But shortly my reason escapes me. Time fleeting, I plead, he raped me. A ghastly assumption, I needn't wonder. In his gaze, a silent asunder, bides me farewell with a mournful smile. A lesson in discretion I'll remember a while. But of him, only a name, Ellery, a silhouette in the shadows of my memory.
Okay, who's Ellery and what was that about exactly?
Sex, of course. That's all Drew ever thinks about.
Sex? How did you get sex from that?
No, not sex. It was about rejection, wasn't it?
I suppose it was, to an extent. I was just describing an encounter I had once.
Sure, I got that, I think.
Yeah, right. You are in the ozone.
I guess I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Drew. You'll have to read it again when I'm sober.
I also felt like it expressed regret. Sincere regret and deep loss.
Jeez, lighten up, will you? You're starting to sound like a literature professor.
He was one hell of a hottie.
Hey, you guys want to hear what I have?
I don't know. Pretty stoned. I might not be able to comprehend it.
Touche. Carmen, you'll listen, won't you?
Sure, and then I'll read mine.
You little devil, you've been holding out on us.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
What finally sparked the flame?
Actually, it's kind of funny. I was having this really bad day at work. So I went into the bathroom to escape for a minute. I was sitting on the throne, and an idea just came to me. I was there half an hour.
That's a weird place to find inspiration.
I find inspiration in the bathroom quite regularly.
Well, that's more than we needed to know about your sex life.
It's been a couple of months since you've written anything.
It hasn't been that long, has it?
It's been a while.
Yeah, well, between deadlines at work and my own self-pity, I haven't had very much to inspire me lately.
Self-pity, please. That's my line.
Excuse me while I play the world's smallest violin in sympathy for you. At least you get laid occasionally.
Oh, is that the problem? I'm afraid I can't help you in that department.
I'd be more worried if you thought you could.
Hey, let's lighten up here, huh?
Just give him back a little of what he dishes out. Okay, let's hear yours.
All right. This one came to me while I was gardening. Is that weird?
Don't try to outward me. You can't.
I'll drink to that.
Cut it out, Drew. Can't you see she's a little sensitive tonight?
Hey, I was just trying to...
Well, don't try, okay? All right. Here it is. It's called Buffalo Kisses.
Buffalo kisses? Do you keep buffalo in your garden?
Could you hold your criticism until after I've read it?
Yeah, if you want her to help us get the Devonville collection published, I'd suggest you show her a little more respect.
We could always delete his stuff out.
Hey, I'm all ears.
You should like this one, Drew. I'm looking into having it published as a children's book. Imagine the things the animals do when no one's around, including you. From the fish in the ocean to the birds in the sky, let's sneak a peek. Let's spy, you and I. Look at that alligator wearing a hat. Buffaloes kissing, where'd they learn that? Buster the Crab likes to play his kazoo, while this little dog flies a kite that is blue. Elephants golfing, who would have thought? And the frog has fun with the choo-choo he's got. The giraffe can jump rope, but not very well, while this silly hog thinks surfing's just swell. Iguanas like square dancing, skip to Maloo, but jaguars boogie, believe me they do. Koala bears juggle and do magic tricks, and lovebirds build castles from feathers and sticks. Monkeys enjoy a good game of chess, whereas nanny goats prefer checkers, I guess. The octopus has fun playing the drums, while the porcupine sits with his banjo and strums. A quail and her young ones, they like to sing, while a snooty raccoon pretends to be king. Smelly Mrs. Skunk tries on new perfume. Mr. Turtle has put in a new billiard room. The unicorn is happy baking some bread, but the vulture would rather eat cookies instead. Woodchucks gather to aerobicize. What? No ex-animal? Surprise, surprise. Yak families go to the movies together, and zebras jet ski in all kinds of weather. These are some things the animals do. Now it's your turn to think of a few.
Oh, I like that. It's so cute. I can visualize every image.
Do you think I should publish it? Oh, you have to. It's simply wonderful.
Maybe I should take up gardening.
That's so inventive, Sarah. I don't know how you do it.
Practice, practice, practice.
When you do publish it, I want an autographed copy.
Oh, you are too kind.
Well, I'm also your biggest fan.
And vice versa. I mean it, Carmen. You're a very special person.
Thanks, but I'm no poet.
What are you talking about? I think your stuff is great.
I failed English in high school.
Why are you beating yourself up?
I don't know. I guess I try to compare my writing to yours and I just...
That's your first mistake. You shouldn't worry about how anyone else writes. You should focus on your own talent. I'd probably be driving a bus if I tried to compare myself to Frost or Dickinson.
That's scary. Thanks, Sarah. You're such a good friend.
Do you want to read me your poem now?
Okay. It's all I had to write on in there. I told you my poetry isn't good for anything except wiping your ass.
Oh, hell, that's funny.
That's only because we're drunk.
No, that's seriously funny.
Well, don't worry. I transcribed it. Counting crows against the sky, lying in the meadow grass. I wonder if the crickets know how lonely my heart feels. The clouds assemble overhead, castles into dragons, into chariots, imaginary worlds that only I can see. The sweet smell of the soil brings me back to earth. In the sun's glow, I begin to doze, drifting on a river of dreams. A princess in a knight's embrace, a wild mare racing against the wind, a diva in an opera written for one. A ladybug wakes me with a whisper. Little girl, fly away home. But my weary eyes see further horizons. My country heart aches for a city scene. An ocean, a mansion, and a limousine. A man with a desire for a simple girl. But I fear I may always be alone. Even the crows know more of love than I. They fly above the clouds. With the valley behind me, I take to wing. Soon I shall know my destiny. My prayers that I will never be. It isn't quite finished.